Okay, finally, let's do some connections problems, some of the connections problems that were linked to this unit. A rectangle is 48 square feet. What percent of the area of a rectangle is the square with sides length 5? So this is asking you to remember some geometry principles. They want to know what percent of the area. Okay, so we need to take and find, first of all, the area of this square. They told us the area of the rectangle is 48. All they told us about the square is that it's a square with sides length 5. So let's find the area of that square. Area in a square, you do length times width. So we go 5 times 5. And it is 25 square feet. To find the percent, what you do is we're going to take the area of the square. We're going to divide it by the area of the rectangle. And then we'll have to change that number to a percent. So we take the 25 feet divided by the 48 feet from the rectangle, and we get 0.52083. We move the decimal 2 places to the left, and it's about 52% the size. Okay, so first, calculate the area of the square. Then you take the area of the square divided by the area of the rectangle, which will give you a decimal. Change that decimal to a percent, and you've got it. Right, here's another. A circular garden has an area of 36 square feet. The inner part is an herb garden, and it occupies 30% of that area. If the rest of the garden is flower beds, the flower beds occupy how many square feet? So we have a circular garden, and somewhere in the middle there is an herb garden, and the herb garden is 30%. Okay? Everything else is flowers. All right? Everything that's left. So all of the rest of the garden is flowers. What percent is flowers, or what amount is flowers? So first thing we need to say is what percent is going to be flowers. Well, if 30% is herbs and everything else is flowers, there's 70% left that can be flowers. So this is how they're applying what we use. They're actually here applying the complement method. The garden is 36 square feet. 70% of it is flowers. So we are finding 70% of the 36 square feet of that garden. Move the decimal 2 places to the left. That gives us 0.7 and multiply by 36. And we get 25.20. So $25, wrong question. 25.2 square feet are flowers. If it wants it rounded, we could go ahead and put 25.